All right. Are you prepared? I hope you are, because we're on the verge of diving into the world of deep learning with, wait for it, TensorFlow. If you enjoyed that little animation, brace yourself for more, because we're about to have a blast while learning deep learning with TensorFlow. Now, if you're here for that, you might be pondering, what exactly is deep learning? Well, for queries like this, and you'll notice this trend throughout the course, we have our trusty friend Google. What is deep learning? Ah, there we go! Deep learning is a form of machine learning that relies on artificial neural networks, employing multiple layers of processing to gradually extract higher-level features from data. That's quite a mouthful. You might be wondering why we turn to Google right at the start of this course. Well, for questions that involve definitions like this, here's what I want you to do if you're uncertain. Search for it, conduct some research. Because you see, our main focus in this course is to dive right into practical work. We'll be writing a lot of code. Now let's refine our definition of machine learning for this course. Machine learning involves translating data into numerical values and then uncovering patterns within those numbers. And if you're thinking, hold on, Daniel, I signed up for a deep learning with TensorFlow course, why the mention of machine learning? Well, we're about to address that shortly. So, when it comes to spotting patterns, who does the heavy lifting? Computers, that's who. It's all about coding and mathematics. And speaking of code, we're going to be delving into a lot of it. More specifically, deep learning code using TensorFlow. Now, let's distinguish machine learning from deep learning. Imagine this nifty diagram you might have stumbled upon, even on Google. Artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, they're all intertwined. Artificial intelligence is the broader field where we're trying to empower computers to think independently. Within AI, we find machine learning, which, as a quick recap, involves coding so computers can identify patterns in data. And then we have deep learning, which typically falls under the umbrella of machine learning. But for now, this is all you need to grasp. Of course, if you're feeling adventurous and want to explore more about what deep learning entails, feel free to do so. But remember, in this course, we're all about practicality. And then we have deep learning, which typically falls under the umbrella of machine learning. But for now, this is all you need to grasp. Of course, if you're feeling adventurous and want to explore more about what deep learning, our primary focus is hands-on experience, writing deep learning code. Let's compare traditional programming to machine learning or deep learning programming. In traditional programming, you start with inputs and then craft a set of rules. Let's say it's your Sicilian grandmother's cherished chicken recipe. She's passed it down to you and you're hosting a grand dinner. You work through the inputs, the ingredients like vegetables and chicken, and you follow a set of predefined rules, cut veggies, season chicken, bake, you know the drill. If all goes well, voila, you end up with a delicious outcome. However, with machine learning, things differ. You begin with inputs and their ideal outcomes. This is a crucial distinction. Throughout this course, you'll get cozy with this inputs and outputs concept. In machine learning, you show the algorithm examples of inputs and their desired outputs, just like this perfectly cooked chicken from those inputs. And then the algorithm's magic comes into play. It endeavors to deduce the ideal rules to transform inputs into those desired outputs. That sums up machine learning in a nutshell. In our next video, we'll explore the why behind using machine learning or deep learning.